guys, so you'll have to bear with me as I learn how to do all this. Let me see here. Hello. I can't see comments and I don't know if I can. All messages available. All right. I don't know how this all works. As you all know who follow me on other platforms, this is my first time doing a live on YouTube. It is all very new to me. I just wanted to wing this and see if it works. For those who don't know me, my name is Miss Psychic D. My name, oh, Miranda, hey, someone sees me. Yes, awesome, it's working. So I'm just going to keep going because me and electrical tech devices, hey Annette, haven't been flowing. Look, I'm getting all flushed. I'm so excited. Anyway, my name is Miss Psychic D. I am Danielle. I am a natural born psychic. Hello, Ben. I am a natural born psychic. I use tarot and other oracle cards as my tool. I am a natural conduit for spirit. I've been speaking to them since I was a very, very, very little girl. I'm a very sensitive energy reader. So most of the time I'm reading people's energy, not your thoughts, not your mind processes. I see it how it is, so to speak, on an energetic level. So when I do private readings, it allows me to tap into people's, their own timeline, their own energetic timeline. And basically my forte as a reader, I'm different to everybody else. I don't read the card meanings per se. I share what spirit give me to give to you as an individual and for today as a mass conscious collective. So like I say, spirit will always give me what they feel we need to know. But if you want to know something particular, please feel free to book in for a private reading with me. I do them by phone and FaceTime at the moment, or you can do email readings if you want to know something specific. Spirit and I will only ever share what's for your highest good. If it is something that comes up for you and Spirit, you're getting an early heads up, Spirit will show me a red flag. So they show me a red flag, it's an early heads up. You know, you may have multiple opportunities coming in and Spirit say, you know, use your own discernment with the first one, maybe go with the second one, yada, yada, yada. It's different for everybody. So good day to everyone that's jumping on. I can only sort of see one comment at a time. But please know that I love you all so much. Spirit put me on the spot doing this because this is something that I've probably been procrastinating about for quite a while. So they put me on the spot last night because yesterday's upload just went all pear-shaped and I just wasn't satisfied. The first video that I did, it actually went for like 40 minutes, but it cut off around the 14-minute mark. And by the time I sorted it all out and all that, my momentum was gone. So I did a part 2. But I couldn't sleep last night. I just didn't feel like the message was relayed how it was meant to. So I am jumping on today to maybe give us a bit of a top up. So g'day to everyone who's new, who's joining. I will pop all my links down below. Please bear with me as I get to learn more of this tech stuff. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed. I go back to the days where you used to put the radio cassette tape in, push it down, hit record and play. You know, then some people coming back saying, my tape didn't work out because it's full of white noise. You know, sometimes that was, that's just because you're not meant to listen to it again. So for today's purpose of today, I'm just getting my feelers around this YouTube live. Not that I live in lack or limit, but I am limited to what I can do because I don't have the amount of subscribers or views or anything like that yet. So if you could subscribe, like, share, do what you can to help me get my hours up so I can develop a community and probably do more stuff, that'd be great. All right, without further ado, I'm going to get stuck into it. I remember very specifically yesterday, and the energy is still very strong within me at the moment, was the fact that the two things were, Spirit was saying, holes are being punched in stories. Now, please know that I'm reading for the Mass Conscious Collective. But if you can take this on personally, whether it's you can relate and take ownership of what we're saying, which may need to be transmuted within you, or it may be someone in your environment who's exhibiting these energies, so to speak. Use your own discernment. It's not a one-on-one. But it is for the Mass Conscious Collective. We are going through a Mercury retrograde and just after the full moon. So if you're feeling a bit whacked, my yesterday was whacked. All I can say is please don't sit in it. Soothe yourself. Do pleasant activities. hydrate, eat good foods, go for a walk, keep that body moving. You know, the more you sit there and go, it's a shit day, it's a shit day, it's a shit day, it's a shit day, you're manifesting more. You're saying, please more. Please, universe, can I have some more? Please, universe, think of Oliver Twist. And we don't want you to have more of that. So that's why I'm jumping on here to offer this. All right, guys, I'm going to now ask Spirit to use all my senses safely and securely and in full protection, offer whoever's watching online, whoever invests energy into my channel, whoever stumbles across this, what they feel we need to know. Please bounce this off what was coming in for yesterday with holes being punched in stories, powerful change coming. Oh, I thought one fell out then. Let's see what we can get out for these kind folks. And if I have enough time and stuff, guys, I probably may offer a couple of you some one question readings. I'll answer them now. But it's similar to what I offer in my one question email readings. Anyway, let's go. Spirit, can you tell me when to stop? Pull out the cards we need. I can feel the scattered energies right now. I certainly can. Spirit are encouraging everyone right now to show the world the real you, who you really are. It's really important to follow your intuition right now because it's taking you places, it's guiding you. So if you need to rest, please rest. If you feel like you want to put some movement in your station, put some movement in your station, do that. That's cool. It's really important that you follow and honor your intuition right now. We are being led down a different sort of course as a mass conscious anyway. So people are being really inspired. I mean, obviously what's happening on in the world is a huge catalyst for it. It's like the more we see things that we don't want, the more it identifies within us the things that we do want. So Spirit really wants you to focus on what you do want as an individual. So if you do that, us as a collective can actually raise the vibration of this planet and create the change that we wish to see. So make sure that if you are lacking confidence or anything like that, that you do the self-reflection work at the moment. I think you're going to be forced to with this Mercury retrograde anyway. But please make sure that you're continuing to show the world the real you. Please have faith in your dreams as well. So the Moonology cards just help me tap into the overall energy. The Wisdoms and the Oracles, the Tarot will help me create a bit of a storyline for us. But, you know, have faith in your dreams. Please, if you're struggling to create a path or a dream for yourself, like I say, always book in for a reading. If not, just take some time out. A really good process in this energy at the moment anyway is, you know, identifying those things that you don't want and pop them on a piece of paper on the left-hand side. If you know what you don't want, you intuitively know what's better for you. It may not be the ultimate solution, but you know what you do want. So if you don't want to eat fried chicken anymore and your intuition says, you know, eat more cucumbers, you know, you write that down on the right-hand side and you do that. You focus on the right-hand side of your list. Obviously, I am a personal development mentor, so I don't believe there's any excuses in this life at all. There's always, but change has got to start with you. You've got to start wanting better and better and better and better for yourself. So have faith in your dreams. I feel like they're going to come into fruition for you. You may not feel them probably till the end of March because there's something significant on a global thing that's happening around March. I feel like the release, the pressure, I feel like right now that I've had an anchor on my foot and I'm at the bottom of the ocean, but they're making me want to drift up. And this is going to take a bit of time, maybe the next 2 to 3 months. It'll take some time, but please use this time wisely and be proactive. Love yourself enough to show the world the real you. I don't know whether I caught this in the video yesterday that I uploaded, but Spirit are really encouraging the light workers out there to step into your power. I went on a bit of a banshee rampage and sort of, I'm very proud of myself and I take full pride that I am self-taught, spirit-led. My journey started off back in 1992, so long time ago. But at that time, I did join the Psychic Guild in Brisbane. So I did get to cohort with other very gifted people. But what I loved about them the most is that they just showed us different ways of doing things. They accepted us for having our own unique ability, so to speak. It's just a beautiful time. So if you are a light worker, please probably reach out. And the thing I really want to say about that is that it's really important that you do this your way, so to speak. I know it's kind of Oh, shit. It's kind of difficult for me these days because back then it wasn't an underground thing, but, you know, it wasn't something that you sort of went out and did all the time or whatever. But I noticed it's got a lot of gimmicky. It's got, people are profiting off this sort of stuff. I understand that it is a business, life's an energy exchange and yada, yada, yada. But, you know, I get a bit frustrated when there's people out there, and I'm going to be really honest because I'm transparent as... But it really frustrates me that people say if you want to get in touch with your mediumship abilities, you've got to do this, otherwise it won't work. You know, all that sort of stuff. Life in general is all about intention. It's about integrity. It's about value. And it's about being of service first. You will find your way. You just got to find your niche. The first thing that I did just quickly was I identified that my clairvoyance was the strongest and my clairsentience, which my empath. So I could see future possible outcomes and I could feel energies around me very sensitively, whether they were good or bad, so to speak. And then my clairvoyance is I started a journal, a diary. So every time I felt like I was knowing something or I could see something coming up or whatever, I just popped it into a little journal that I had and I dated it. And then as it flowed on, I mean, my mum was always my greatest supporter because she was a white witch herself. But when these things transpired, I sort of started showing people the evidence that I wrote this down on this date and it actually happened and yada, yada, yada. So just doing that practice made me and helped me develop my own confidence in what I did. I take my work very seriously, even though I'm very down-to-earth, jocular, smart-ass kind of person. Sarcasm is my second language and I've got a mouth like a sailor. But at the end of the day, I do take my work very seriously because, you know, what you say can affect people's lives on a greater scale. And I don't sit here and pee in people's pockets, take advantage of their situations. If I don't feel that you're ready for a reading or need a reading, I'm not just going to take your money and just do it to fill my bank balance. I do it because I give a shit. And the sole purpose is that I said to Spirit many moons ago, because when people come into me for shits and gigs and, you know, they just went, what does a psychic say? And all this sort of crap, I got over that real quick. So I shifted that energy and just said, Spirit, bring me and align me with the people who want to help themselves. So my mantra is I'm always happy to help those who want to help themselves. So if I find or I know that you're not helping yourself and you're contacting me on the daily wanting to sort out your lifestyle shit and all that sort of stuff, you probably won't hear from me because at the end of the day, you've got to help yourself. So bit of rawness in there. Anyway, so yeah, light workers, go your own way, do it your own way. Who will resonate with your message and your style and all that, they'll come to your promise. Anyway, back to the reading. I think they just, why do I keep doing that? Yeah, so we are in a time of healing. This is that Mercury retrograde. A lot of stuff in your energy field is going to be ruffled right now. Don't be surprised if it's also ruffling the feathers of people around you. So show some respect. Love people where they are. Love yourself where you are. There is I'll say it, global epidemic cleanup. They're the three words they just gave to me. So the world is healing, but it depends on what you're focusing on. Are you focusing on your own personal brokenness or how crappy the world is, that everything's going wrong, nothing's going right and all that? Do a self-check at the moment. It's very important that you do that because what you're focusing on is going to affect what you're dreaming of manifesting in your life. So a lot of us are building up our confidence to show the world the real us without giving a flying you know what, which is awesome. Time to step out of your comfort zones. Look, if you don't do this voluntarily, I feel like you're going to get pushed because I literally got my leg and went and just like, here you go. Here, jump into the unknown. You know, knowledge is power. So if you're feeling really stuck or resistant or like there's obstacles in your way, learn a new way of doing things. Get around people who will actually motivate you and encourage you. Join my Patreon group if you like. It's just a little playground that it's just gaining momentum now, but I offer you daily horoscopes and daily posts, and I literally just go with the feel of what I feel the individuals, the energies in their need at any given time. So get amongst your own personal growth. But I got a feeling, and the tarot will tell me more, but something's going to come up and you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. No ifs, no buts, because things just can't stay the same. They can't stay the same. I want to say publicly and live that the people who do work with me close one-on-one, that I mentor or do readings for or whatever, they've done the work. They've seen the shifts. I'm getting evidence of it this week, and I want to give you a public thumbs up. Kudos to you, because I can give you all the messages that I can, but you're doing the work. So kudos to you guys. I'm very proud of you. So if you see this, please know that I'm very proud of you, and I really appreciate your validation when you come back and let me know what's transitioning in your life. So step out of your comfort zone, my loves. We are in a time of healing. Be mindful what you're focused on. The best thing that you can do for yourself, if you haven't created it, then create it, or plan a dream for yourself. But most importantly, it's time to show the world the real you, because we have a new start is coming. Conclusions are within reach. Please know that yesterday we got the powerful changes coming. And a new start is coming. It's coming, no ifs or buts. I've been preaching about this for the last few months, I think. So the end of March is very significant. I don't know what it is exactly, but we'll get into some wisdoms now and have a look. So this could be a personal new start in your own life, especially if you're stepping into your power and out of your comfort zone and just going and getting on with it, so to speak. Start putting small little action steps in. Don't rush in, because sometimes we sabotage ourselves. So don't rush in. If you are stuck and you don't know how to get your ball rolling, hit me up. I'm only too happy to help you. We do have the orphan that just jumped out. So sometimes when we go through these transitions and changes, it can be very lonely. I noticed on a mass conscious scale, a lot of people are feeling a little bit alone because of the split and the divide in belief systems and what's good for them and may not be good for others and all that sort of stuff. Please use this time, if you do get some time on your own. Once again, don't sit in what's going wrong and everyone else's opinions. I mean, you're a wonderful, beautiful, fabulous person, and the reason why you make the choices for yourself is because you can, and you're free, and it's your body, it's your life. You do what you want. If they choose to judge you or have a judgment upon you that isn't congruent with them, and they want to make things difficult, then you need to ask yourself, are they really people that you want in your life, regardless of whether you're been best friends for 45 years or whether they're family or whatnot. What I also said yesterday, and I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but they're touching back on the same thing, is the fact that if they're your family and stuff and you love them and you don't want to piss them off, so to speak, all you really need to do is just to pre-pave your visit before you see them or something, or before you answer that call or something, and you honour yourself and stay as high vibe as you can and not fall down to their level. I love my little one-liners. I have so many great one-liners, and sometimes they just flow out of me like lava. But if someone's got, if they see things a different way and they're trying to agitate me or shift my belief or do anything like that, I just say, you know what? A bit of an occupational hazard, isn't it? I just say, you know what, I appreciate your opinion, but we just need to agree to disagree. Or that's an interesting perspective you have, but you know, I know what I need, and you just got to keep affirming in a loving way what your principles are, what your values are, and what your morals are. If they will come round to that, which I've seen it happen, awesome. But if they don't, then what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So look at those. They just fought. Yeah, look at that. Chaos and conflict. So I got a feeling that if you need to get out of any sort of chaos or conflict in your life, you need to become the hermit. You need to withdraw your energies from such things. If you do that, and sometimes that's even stepping out of your comfort zone. You know, speaking up, using your voice, standing your ground. Do it in a loving way, because, I mean, those who are fear-based and vibrating lower, they'll be very patronised by this. They'll be very annoyed and very agitated, and it will grind their gears. But stand in your power. I've influenced a lot of people in my immediate circles who are very anti-psychic and anti-this and anti-that and all that sort of stuff. But I just stood my ground and said, I am what I am who I am. You line up with me or I'm gone. It's as simple as that. So some of you will have to use your communication skills. I think I'm going to tie up my hair. It's getting a little bit hot. You may have to use your communication skills and start clearing that throat chakra and promote some healing in your life by using positive communication. Look at that, new life. New life. Told ya, new life and a new start is coming. So my question to you, or our question is to you, is are you in alignment with this new life, this new dawn? It's happening on a global scale anyway, in a mass conscious way. Are you ready for that? Or Or are you choosing to stay in your comfort zone and stay in the chaos and conflict and place all your focus there and manifest more of the same for you and just, keep going on throughout your life not being the real you? And that would be a shame. We do have all that glitters. This has multiple dual meanings. Like I say, I don't read the card meanings themselves, but I've got a feeling there's a wonderful opportunity coming in, especially if you choose to lay down the guards, lay down the guns. I don't know what they're saying. Let the shields down, so to speak. Remove any false masks. People around you may be removing those false masks off themselves as well. I feel like on a global scale, I'm not going to go into specific words or whatever, but on a global scale, I feel like the masks are about to fall off. But at the moment, we're just in that punching holes in stories, punching holes. Oh, that's the other thing they showed me, because they showed me again, ripping up of paperwork. So something's going to be eradicated. It is going to get better. We want you to be in alignment with that. We're not trying to speed up your process by any means, but it's definitely to get in touch with that masculine energy, take back that control of your life, balance it with the feminine in respect to where you respect yourself enough to not focus on the crap and only stay in your own lane, see where you're going. But a lot of you who are here, you can feel it brewing, I think. And when we will get stuck sometimes in reference to what should I do, just choose to feel better and better and better. You know the activities, the thoughts, the people you want to be around, all that sort of stuff. You know what makes you feel best. Just do more of that from this moment forth. Just do more of that. I know it sounds really simple and easier said than done. That's what I get a lot. Well, that's easier said than done. But I say, no, it's a choice. It's a choice. And you need to make that choice for yourself, because something good's coming in. They just told me the word benefit, so it's going to be of benefit to you as an individual and to the greater good of of all. But it's really just important that you show the raw do. If you are wanting to do something, start your own business or do something for yourself, it's really important that you don't try to mimic people. Use other people as your inspiration and stuff, but don't copy them, don't mimic them, don't compare yourself to them, don't do any of that. You're wasting your time. You can be the real you. I am living proof, and it's taken me probably about 2 years to get to this point that I can actually sit here and just be me. And be comfortable with that without censoring myself or anything like that. You need to give yourself some time, but please do it your way, no matter what you're venturing into, because there is a change in the wind. There's a change in the wind. A new start is coming. As you can see, it's coming. It's not here yet. You have a window of opportunity. The great thing about the law of attraction is that some people are scared to put out an opinion or something negative, and stop saying that, because you're going to manifest the same. It doesn't work like that. Most of the stuff that we're experiencing in our now is a byproduct of what we've put into our vibration before. Mercury retrograde will bring that up for you as an individual, so it's very important that you transmute it by that, knowing what you don't want to know what you want. But a new start is coming, and a new life, changing the wind. I think this is ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. So be prepared for it. Yep, there's an exchanging of gifts too. So energy is going to be reciprocated. I think that's one thing that a lot of people should aim for, is that whatever you put out there comes back. If your energy is not being reciprocated, honor yourself, value yourself. I think a lot of people are weeding out the users, the abusers, the naysayers, the takers or so. If you are a taker, then I would balance out your yin and yang. You have a bit of time to do that before the karmic rewards come in. But I've got a feeling if you are a bit of a doormat and people walk over you and use you and abuse you, you need to sort that out. But what I love about this is that love is going to come to the situation, and it's a time to exchange gifts. So equal reciprocity. So let's get into some tarot now. And for those who are new, maybe watching, may watch the replay, I don't know, I think this gets put to private, I'll put it up there, I don't know. But I don't ignore your comments. I just got to stay in my own lane. I just got to stay in my lane when I'm actually doing a reading. I'm sweating like a pig. So we got the World. This came out yesterday as well. Everything's going to come full circle. Hang in there, you guys. Please, please, please hang in there. Remain as upbeat, as positive as you can. Please start with your mindset. Start with your mindset. When you feel better within your mindset, you will feel better within your core, within your heart space. You will feel more optimistic. Affirmation self-scripts, as you know, I preach that because that's how I got myself out of my own depression many, many years ago. So please Please know that all the resources that you need are coming. We are going to head into a better time. Like I say, this will just start trickling in. I really do predict that by the end of the year, we'll be in a better place. We just need to go with the flow at the moment, roll with the punches. The punches are being put in the system, there's holes coming up in the story because you can only cover up one lie with so many other lies. It will get exposed, absolutely. So please know that whatever you're asking for could be health, wealth, a relationship, money, whatever it is, whatever you think will add value to your life, it's coming in for you, please. Please. So at the moment, if you're feeling upheavaled, I had a day yesterday, but instead of sitting there going, it's a shit day, I mean, I spilled my coffee, my video stuffed up, tripped over things, fell over something. It was happening, but when it happened, I soothed myself in that moment. I went, oh, that's unfortunate. And by the end of the day, my day got better. So, and I actually received some good news last night. So I might not have received that good news if I didn't soothe myself throughout the day. Anyway, so, and now we have the Nine of Cups. Once again, guys, I'm not a tarot reader. Don't shoot me. Nine of Cups to me represents the coming together of relationships. So if you are seeking a personal, individual relationship just for you, all the single ladies, or men, whoever's watching. But if you are after a relationship, I've got a feeling you're going to start lining up, but obviously you've got to be the best possible version of you. If you still approach life in a way where you're carrying baggage or worry or concern or fear, you may attract a similar partner to your ex because that energy hasn't cleaned up. They'll just be in a different costume. I've got a feeling this is families coming back together as well, family back together. They're putting a list in front of me, and it's very important that you list those things that you want right now. That's all we can do in this kind of energy. Things will perk up. Please know that everything that comes up for you, you may view it in your 3D self as negative, as worry and concern and all that. But what it is, it's a perfect starting point to sit there and go, okay, well, that doesn't make me feel good. So what is going to make me feel good? That's the work. When I say get in, do the work. That's the energy work. Honoring and knowing yourself. I do it throughout the day. Things pop up for me, and I've been doing this for so long. Things will pop up, and I keep a piece of paper everywhere, and I always write it down because I like to address it, hit it on the head. If it doesn't make me feel good, I'll address it and move on. That's what the Nine of Cups represents to me. You're going to move on in your own personal relationships. That's where the reciprocity comes in. These are soul-based relationships because I feel like I've known this person forever. Perfect. Justice is coming. I'm telling you, justice is coming. The bullshit that we're going through at the moment is going to be cut short. Something, I don't know what, I think it's got to do with this ripping of the paper and the punching through stories and stuff, but it's going to become very black and white real soon. Justice is going to be served. There's a balancing of the scales here. Like I say, we're only in the change in the wind at the moment, so you really need to go easy on yourself. Some of us are in the thick of this chaos and conflict. Some of us are doing the work and getting ourselves out of it by just doing what we can, when we can, with what we have, while manifesting more, so to speak. It's going to come in anyway with the world. It's going to come into conclusion. This is a whole new chapter, but we need to get through this justice period. So you as an individual may experience this justice on your own individual personal level, which, awesome, that's cool. So I don't typically like to predict in legal or medical. That's just my choice. It's not a responsibility I want. But if you're choosing to move forward and cutting through all the crap and that, there is balance coming for you. There's balance coming for you. Because the wisdom, Spirit are pouring in so much wisdom. They're also pouring in solutions right now. Like I see it in a visual thing, like here's all these little stars around me, so to speak, and they're all the solutions. So you need to ask yourself, am I focusing too much on the problem and not the solution? Are people around me sort of bringing me down with a problem to every solution or whatever it is? You need to start opening yourself up to receive these solutions. And I just lost my train of thought because I just showed me these stars. Because the solutions are coming in, but something's going to become very black and white. I feel like it's legal. Friday Night Live on Facebook. Yesterday, today, look what's on the other bridge. Ace of Pentacles. You wouldn't read about it. Haven't seen my last two videos, go check it out. The Ace of Pentacles, to me, Pentacles represent money and abundance in the Oracle anyway, but to me, this is your greatest gift, your greatest gift. Start exchanging the gifts. If you've got something and someone doesn't have anything, if you can give, give. If you struggle to receive, I'd open yourself up to receive. Start this energy exchange. Equal energy reciprocity. I'm trying to tell me too much. But if you do that and get that momentum going, look at what's going to come in for you. Like I say, we've got a period of time over the next 3 months to start working on our mindsets, money mindsets, relationship mindsets, our career mindsets, whatever you want to manifest in your life. Could be health as well. Whatever it is, you need to start thinking about it more positively. It's got to start with your mind. It's got to start with your mind. Honestly, we are going to head into a more emotionally peaceful passage. So please, if I can implore you to stop telling the story of how it is right now. Forget about how it's been. You cannot fix that. So don't think for any minute that you need to go and clean up any mess by any means. What you're actually doing is you're taking your energy, your beautiful, valuable time and energy, and you're putting it back into the shit. And you're stewing in that again, trying to work it out. And you're keeping that negative, momentive emotion going, and you're manifesting more of the same, and maybe just come in a different costume. But the Spirit have always just taught me, like I say, once again, there's no point going back and mopping up anything. You can address it, so to speak. You can address it by all means, but please don't feel like you need to go and heal that part of your life, especially if there's some trauma that happened when you were 3 or 4 years old, because all you're doing is you're voluntarily putting your emotional self and your mindset and your vibration back into that trauma and reactivating it. Oh, please don't. Please don't. I think that's what Mercury retrograde is going to bring up for a lot of people in that, for me to go on that banshee rampage. I really do. But to each their own. And like I say, I don't judge people for what they do, where they go, because everything is feeling based. And everything's going to be more different to you. We are going to change. Here's a death experience. You're not going to die as an individual, or touch wood you don't, unless you manifest that for yourself. But we are heading, this is a death of a cycle. I've got a feeling it's a death of a karmic cycle for many of you. And we are in that releasing stage right now. So don't fight it. Go with it. Want better and better and better for yourself. Know that there's a solution to every problem. Know that the world is going to change. They sing in that song again in my head. Waiting for the world to change. I might post it on my Facebook page later, and so we can all have a bit of a listen, a bit of a group listen. But please know that everything's going to come full circle, but we just got to get through this death process. How cool is it in a spread to get... Oh, shit, Danielle. I get a bit excited, I'm sorry, to go through a death process because justice is coming. This can be happening to you as an individual, on an individual level. I feel like this is happening on a bigger scale as well. And look what the byproduct is that. We're going to turn the cogs. We're going to turn the cogs. We're going to enter into a new world, whatever world that is for you, that you're creating. They said stop worrying about what other people are doing to us. We're more concerned about what you're doing to yourself. You need to stop doing it to yourself. And I don't sit here. I've done it because I practice what I preach. If you would have seen me 10, 15 years ago, you'd be absolutely gobsmacked of where I am today. So I've done it. So I'm not trying to preach too hard, but I get excited about it because I know that when you put the energy work in, it shows results for you. Look at that. So yeah, we're going to have this death experience, and it's going to come through some sort of personal justice. The world's going to come full circle. We're going to start turning into a new world, so to speak. 3 to 4 months. Watch this space. And at the end of it, crossing over that bridge, look at that, Ace of Pentacles again. Again, it comes out every time. The value of this coin. Spirit wants you to start adding value to your life, because the value of this coin is going to be different to everybody. So, are you still settling in areas of your life? It's a really good time for you to probably start looking at that. I know one powerful thing when I literally had no money, And, I was buying home brand stuff, home brand, less than, cheap part of the store and all that sort of stuff. But when I shifted my mindset by doing my money mindset sort of little program that I made up for myself, which I've shared a couple of times in private groups and that, I said, no, okay, I've got $20, but I'm going to go buy from the nice part of the store. So I went and bought the labels, the better tasting, the stuff that didn't taste like cardboard and all that sort of stuff. And I just started doing that. So I just started doing that. And in my 3D, I may have been getting less because I was paying more, but the enjoyment and the thrill and the excitement and the appreciation and the gratitude and the taste and the wonder and the feeling of just having something that wasn't a home brand meat pie with gizzards and lizards and shit in it compared to, you know, a better pie that's got chicken and vegetables and all that sort of stuff. It was just that process of enjoying and basking and showing appreciation and gratitude. I got it more and more and more and more and more and more and more as I go. So, you know, people go, how do you get what you got on what you get? No, that didn't make sense. But people ask, you know, how does it always work out for you when you're this, that? And that's, they see the old Danielle, not the new Danielle, if that makes sense. So I surprise myself sometimes. But like I say, everything's got to start in your mindset and in your feeling space. And know that you are a living magnet and you will draw towards you however you think and feel at all times. So Eight of Swords here, here's this offer. Here's this offer, here's this opportunity, here's this new door coming in for you. The unfortunate thing is some of you are still leaning towards the negative, the naysayers, the blockages you believe you have, the resistance you believe you have, the lack of funds that you believe you have, the lack of support you feel you have. You are your best support. If anything, you are best. When you start this journey, you are best to be by yourself. Look, I cried for days and days because I had nobody. Like I literally had nobody other than my mum and my brother, who have now made their transitions and stuff. That's why their loss felt so hard, because they're the only ones that sort of believed in what I did or supported me or gave me $5, even if they only had $3 themselves, you know. Our little posse was just our thing. But I've gone through this. You need to go through this sometimes to have your death experience. And the day that I died, literally, because I learned how to be a law of attraction practitioner, I got certified, then I became an advanced certified. I lived it, I breathed it, I practiced it, I did it, I created a lifestyle for myself, and then I moved. My evidence of that was the fact that I moved from the Bronx of Brisbane, dark, dingy Brisbane, and I got a waterfront apartment on the Gold Coast. So that was my evidence for myself as an individual, and by reward, you could say, that what you think about and what you feel and how you want it to be is very possible. I remember the real estate lady saying to me that we technically didn't have enough funds to prove that we could pay the rent, so to speak. But she said, I just love the energy of you and you know, I think you're a really nice person, so we'll give you a go. So please don't ever think that what you have is not enough, okay? Please don't ever think that. Just want more and more because you deserve it. Don't pinch yourself off from the natural supply that the universe has coming in for you. All right. So yeah, I would say from this moment forth, if I was you guys, I would really focus on your mindset and your immediate surroundings. I'd really clean it up to get, and speak your truth. Use your communication skills. If you can't tell the person yourself, write it down, send them a letter. You don't even have to send it, burn it. It's just important that you honor yourself enough to get those negative feelings out of your system. But there is a powerful, powerful opportunity coming in as part of your death experience. So you're not losing anything, you're replacing it. No loss, only replace. Look at that, karmic rewards coming back in threefold. So unless you make the voluntary choice to want to get better for yourself, to release those things that may still feel like are keeping you underwater, keeping you emotionally, no, I'm not going to use that word, vulnerable and all that sort of stuff, unless you do the energy work, clean that up and start floating back to the surface, when you get to the surface, you're going to get your karmic rewards. And it's going to be different for everybody. Some may receive it in big things. It depends. But some, you might just get a lucky break. You might walk down the street and find $20. You might have your neighbour walk over and bring you some food. You might, you know, have an unexpected influx in clients, or all of a sudden start selling your product, or whatever it is for you. Your in-laws may actually turn around and go, you know what, we apologise. We apologise for our stance 12 months ago. We've changed our tune. Sweet as. You know, that's the shit that's going to start coming in. A lot of you may be wanting to move. This card signifies someone who's standing in their power. It's a very strong yang energy. So stand in your power. Now's the time to adjust yourself so you can start lining your ducks up in a row. It's very important that you get in touch with yourself so you can start going with the flow rather than forcing shit uphill and trying to manipulate and manage certain situations. It's going to come. This is your empire. So this could be a move of a house. This could be setting up work at home, so to speak, whole new sort of business. That's sort of what they're guiding me to. Please, it's possible. Whatever you're asking for is possible, they're saying. It's possible. You just got to break away from the things that you've always done, because otherwise you'll always get what you always got, so to speak. So we'll pull a couple more of these. So I hope that's making sense for you. Yeah. Love it. Where are you? Here we go. Judgment and justice again. Judgment and justice again. So some of you are going to obviously make judgment calls in your life. If you don't make it for yourself, it's going to be made for you. That's the representation of that boot kicking they gave me earlier. Make a positive judgment call for yourself right now. No matter which way you go, you can't go wrong. If it's for your own highest good and for the good of all, it's going to be reciprocated. You're going to have wonderful stuff come in for you. Justice is coming regardless. So do you want to be on the creation part of this justice, or on the other side? Let's just say that. I'm feeling too good about this to even go back there. So please know that a judgment call is going to need to be made, or it is being made. Justice is going to go in your favour. Everything is going to come full circle, and we are entering a time of karmic reward. So if I was to guide any of you guys, no matter what stage of your own development and journey and beliefs and all that you are, I would honestly sit there down and write about 30 times a day that my karmic rewards are coming. I love knowing that they're on their way. I am so excited. The more I have and the more I receive, the more I've got to give to others. My cup is being filled up. I give from the overflow of my cup. I'm setting sail in a whole new direction. I am the pirate. I am navigating the ship now. Only people on board my ship that I allow are those who actually add value to me as much as I add value to them. A new life is being born within me. A new start is definitely coming. It's okay for me to show the world the real me, because those who get me and understand me and love me for who I am, they will gravitate towards me, just like I do towards others. It's really important that I follow my intuition right now. Stop going for sloppy seconds. Stop settling for less than I deserve. Stop making choices out of have-tos. Stop biting and going for the forbidden fruit. So they just said, don't go for instant gratification. I think a lot of people need to release that need for instant gratification, most definitely. It's time to follow my intuition. I'm going to stop kicking myself because I didn't follow my intuition. I know when things go wrong that everything's going to go right. I just need to sit down and articulate that a little bit better for myself. So I'm going to make a list. I'm going to write down on the left-hand side the things that I no longer want in my life, and I'm going to replace it with the things I do. And when I formulate this list, I'm going to rip it up, and my focus that I'm going to put on my board are all those things I want. And I know that my next best logical step will come for me. I will know it will come for me because I follow my intuition. I'm emotionally guided. The stream is forever moving. It's always moving forward. There is no such thing as stuck. It's just resistance. You need to find that resistance within yourself. Money flows to me easily, effortlessly, and from multiple sources each and every day. My relationships are booming. I have the best relationships with people that I've ever had. My kids, my family, they're happy, they're healthy, we're functioning. The world can take care of itself. That's not even my responsibility, but if I can make a difference in someone's life, then I will. They're the kind of rampages. I do this myself each and every day. 10, 15 years ago, I wanted to go to jail for murder. Like, I got these, like, and I had so much hate and anger and resentment and agitation and annoyance and why this and why that and oh. So like I say, I've been there. I understand it. That's why I can come without judgment and so unconditionally, because I was there. But I really, I'm not trying to say I'm better than everyone else, but I am the evidence that the energy that you put into your life, it can come in for you. Most definitely. The shame that I wish I did back then is I didn't document it. You know what I mean? I even do that now. I don't document. I don't document it enough because I'm just doing it. I live it. I breathe it. I do it. I get on with it. And it's not until I do things like that I can share a certain story. But I just don't document it because I'm just living it. And maybe I should start doing that. In the oracles that just flew out, we've got self-forgiveness. So it's really important that you forgive yourself first and foremost, because you deserve the very best in life. You deserve more than sloppy seconds. You deserve utmost respect and honesty and loyalty, and never settle for anything less. The way that you will get that at the moment is to play with the kids, go down the beach, go to the water, muck around with your dog. Just do something. Just do something proactive at the moment while this Mercury retrograde and full moon energy is around and ruffling feathers. Really important. Let go of old guilt. Remember that you're God's perfect child. Restore your faith. Have faith in your dreams. Connect back with Source. The only relationship that I focused on right at the beginning is my relationship with Source. That's why I trust them so much now. And I follow their guidance every single day. So develop your relationship with whoever you believe in, the non-physical. They don't really give a rat's what you say. They focus more on the way that you're feeling, so to speak. So it's so funny because when I first started out, I had people coming to me saying, oh, could you tell me what my guide's name is? My guide, who's my guide? What's his name? And all this and that. And Spirit would joke with me because they don't do titles and that with me. But that's why I always say Spirit, because it could be anyone at any given time. It can be fairies, can be anybody, or ancestors. It could be anyone. But they say Bob. Tell them my name's Bob. I come from 1300 BC and I was a warrior and I was this and that. And they'd joke with me. So I had to nip that question in the bud whenever anyone asked. So get into a bit of a play. And yeah, look at, like I say, it's time for personal empowerment. So it's time to make a choice, make a judgment call to personally empower your life. To stop settling for sloppy seconds or hanging on to things that are keeping you in your comfort zone. There's no growth there. There's no growth in your comfort zone, but definitely take time to play, learn ways to forgive yourself. We are going through a death and rebirth. This is the end of karmic cycles and chapters for people. We are going to be rewarded with karmic reward threefold. So I would love for you to be on that train, even if you can just make a little choice for yourself each and every day. My thing is to stop drinking so much coffee and have more infused waters. So proud of myself for that. And I just do that for a week until I get used to it. And then I do something else. And then I do something else. And then something else. But like if you do feel really resistant to some sort of change, like I say, book in for a reading. Or just follow Spirit's guide, weekly advice. And see what you get from there. So I hope that made sense, my loves. That was really fun. Oh, wrong side. If anyone's on here, if you would like, I'll pull a few. If someone wants to ask me a specific question, please don't ask a medical or legal question because I choose not to answer that in public forums especially. And like I say, it is a public forum, so if you don't want other people to see your response, then yeah, I suppose that will suck. Oh, shivers. So things are going to get better. It's just time to step out of your comfort zone. All right, I saw Annette first. So, Spirit. Ooh. Oh, look, there's too many there. If they were meant to come out, they will again. But something for Annette. Spirit, can you give me something for Annette, please? Something for Annette. So if you guys did enjoy this live on this platform, please let me know. I'm going to try and get live more because I feel like I need to tell it and speak it rather than type it at the moment. So, but something for Annette. Oh, yes. What's that? Oh, I don't know whether you've got a celebration or an anniversary or something coming up for you, but I feel like there's going to be a rebirth in your relationships sector. This could be your personal, intimate relationships or with people, places, things around you. I've got a feeling there might be a little bit of money or a little bit of a windfall that's coming in for you, Annette, that may help you create something or jump onto a certain venture or something. Spirit is saying you know what this is because it's an ongoing idea or thought process or something that are begging you to jump on that train and start following it. So if this isn't happening to you right now, because I'm psychic, it may come up for you, but it's an idea that I feel like I've been thinking about it. Should I do it? Don't have enough funds. Or should I? I would highly suggest that you say to yourself, the funds or the means and the resources I need are coming in for me to get on board with this new idea because I feel like it's going to take off. It's going to improve the relationships around you as well. Absolutely. You've got another 9 of Cups here. So this is what you're wanting on a personal level. It's all going to come into fruition for you. But the significant thing is for you, Annette, in this quick time frame is the fact that there's some sort of offer, opportunity. It's a Sun card. There's something coming in for you. It's what you consider value in your own life. It's going to help get an idea or a process going in your life. And I feel like when you receive it, you'll go, holy dooly, now I can actually do it. How exciting. So I hope that helped you a bit, Annette. All right, Nancy would love a card. All right, Spirit, something for Nancy, please. Something for Nancy, please. Oh, Nancy, you're coming full circle. That one literally just wanted to jump out. Your world's just about to come full circle, whether you believe it or not, darling. So I hope you're on the right side of the train. I hope you're not laying down on the tracks. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like if I'm in your physical shoes right now, that I'm just waiting at the station. I think it's very important, and I think I touched on this yesterday, but I can't remember because I don't know where it's shut off. But they're really begging everybody, and your energy is one of them, to stop waiting. Even if something hasn't presented itself to you in the physical right now, keep doing the energy work, keep having fun, keep playing. Keep optimistic and expectant and all that, because I feel like whatever you need and what you're asking for, it's on its way. It's like, doot, doot, it's on its way. You're part of this new cycle as well. Look at that, justice as well. So justice is going to go in your favor, Nancy, but please take the load off yourself. Don't lay your legs across the track. It's not worth it. It's not pretty for anybody. We want you to raise up in your power. I think what happens with you, Nancy, sometimes is that you take 2 steps forward and then you feel like you take 3 steps back. But it's not. What you're doing is you're just learning to adapt to, you know, the releasing part and the receiving part. Whatever it is, it's victorious, my love. Look at that, 6 of Wands. Something's going to go full circle for you and you are going to be victorious. And what I love about this is that you're going to get the support as well. So stay humble, stay grounded. Know that you are going to win some sort of victory. But once again, you need to be in that winning vibration. You need to know that you are going to have a victorious outcome in this, rather than, you know, feel like it's not happening or it's not going to happen. It definitely is. Definitely. And I've got a really hot flush. Like, it's hot today here, but when I read, you know how a lot of channelers sort of go, oh, it's getting cold in here. Well, I don't. I get hot. So hot. So I hope that made sense to you, Nancy. Hang in there, darling. Hang in there, okay? All right, Mrs. Laura. Mrs. Laura. All right. Everybody is always welcome. Always happy to be of service. All right, Mrs. Laura. Mrs. Laura. Spirit, something for Mrs. Laura, please. Woo! Money from your ideas as well. I feel like I've got a lot of the people who are just building up the confidence to start believing in themselves and knowing that they can do things their way, that they don't have to be governed by anything or anyone, so to speak. Please know that if you are circulating on ideas, to me, the Queen of Pentacles represents an increase in your abundance. So you may get, if you're happy where you're working or something, there could be a pay increase or a promotion. They're leveling up. They're telling me that you're going to level up in something. If you're creating your own hobby, turn into business, or you've got your own business going, whatever it is, I see it getting better. I see it getting better. To me, this represents money from your own ideas, though. That's the feeling I get. They just told me that saying, you know, plant the seeds and make sure that you keep watering them. So if you have planted the seeds, please keep giving it really good juju by knowing that it's going to happen and only expecting positive outcomes and lining up with people, places, things that are congruent with whatever this is. I think that you are. I really think with the Queen of Swords here, this is someone who may be feeling a little bit more emotionally drained. They just said hopeless. Not that you're hopeless, but you're feeling like there's no hope or something of that nature. I honestly believe that you're in the corridor. I call it my hallway experience. It's like you've come out of one door, you know that the other door is going to open for you and you're banging yourself up in the hallway, so to speak. I think that's this energy. But I feel like that you are going to cut through the bullshit, and Spirit are guiding you. If you do cut through it all and start getting a little bit more articulate and focusing on having faith in your dreams and all that sort of stuff, there's going to be victory for you. It's going to pay off. I'm not sure whether you have trouble in your tummy areas or something, but they just pulled me toward your tummy area. That can mean 2 things for me. That could be that you physically have complaints or issues. They're saying do a chakra balance. That may help soothe some of the energy in that chakra. I think it's sacral. I don't really deal with chakras. I'm learning about them, okay? But something in that area. If not, I feel like you're giving birth to a new idea. There's something about a rebirth, getting better, getting weller. And yeah, you may start co-creating with someone. If you are having discord with any people in your life, I feel like they're going to get better. But it's just really important that you mind your own business, stay in your own lane, and take things from there. So yeah, I hope that helped you, Mrs. Laura. All right. Whew, it's hot. Looking attractive, aren't I? But I don't give a rip. Who we got? Who we got here? All right, Ben. Oh, sorry, I just yelled, Ben. Ben. I'd love a card for... I'll just bring... I'll do the thing. But typically as a reader, when if you book a reading with me, I don't tend to read... I read for the person. I don't like to read for people without their consent. So I know Ben, so I'll do this for Benny. But typically if you approach me and say, I want to book a reading because I want to find out what's going to happen to my ex or something of that nature, I don't tend to touch those kind of readings because A, it's none of your business. If they're your ex for a reason. It's none of your business. It's none of my business. Yada, yada, yada. But if they do come up when I'm doing your reading and I can feel their energy and there's something that you want to know, that's okay. But I do not answer questions for other people on behalf of someone else. Does that make sense? It's just to respect that other person. So, yeah. Anyway, so Ben's question was Adam and work. So, oh, I gotta read it again. Should he accept today's job offer? Does all that glitters is gold? At the end of the day, once again, another rule that I have, I should make a list of rules, eh? We don't make people's choices for them. That's up to you. All I can do is guide you to the best possible feeling direction, so to speak. Ben, I don't know if I'm honest. Please tell Adam to trust his intuition because he's walking away from a lot of things right now. Please follow his own intuition. All I can say, if it's not this one, there's definitely one really close, that is going to give him exactly what he wants. Exactly what he wants. I feel like I'm the king of my castle with this. Well, it is a king card, but I feel like he's going to love it. It's smooth sailing. It's going to bring more money into the family. It's going to get them out of the shit. Let's just say that. But what I would guide is think about it. Use his own discernment. Just don't leap onto something just because it's an immediate gratification. It goes back to that main reading. It's up to Adam as an individual to sort of tap in and go, you know what, is this going to add value? Is this congruent with the list of my needs that I've placed out before myself? No matter which way it is, whether he goes with it or not, whether he accepts it or not or whatever, it could be the thing. But whatever he chooses, it's going to go in his favour. That's all I can say. It's going to go in his favour. So, Spirit want him to get his stress levels down. So, yes. And I feel so patronising saying it in this day and age. Just reduce the stress, it'll be all right. Meanwhile, you walk out and world's gone mad. But anyway, all right, maybe... Well, see, like I say, I could tell everyone what to do, but I don't want that responsibility. But, I'm not here. It's like your kids. You're not going to do everything for your kids and not give them the power to make their own choices and their own decisions and learn from their own lessons. Like just because something doesn't work out, if you make a choice and it doesn't work out, there's nothing bad in that either. It's just the fact that you've identified something else that doesn't add value to your life. You know, it's for your highest good or whatever. So you find something else. So you move on to something else. So, all right, one more. I think I saw Miranda. Would be grateful for a card, please. Miranda, as soon as I saw your name flick up, darling, we got the devil energy. So this could be a clean-up energy of devil energy. That they're telling me thoughts about yourself. It's like you know you can do something, but something's holding you back. Time to work on that mindset, babes. Yeah, it's a feeling not good enough maybe. Maybe you're still believing what people in the past have told you. I think I want to refer you back to part of whatever reading I friggin' did on the Mass Conscious. That it's about you identifying and knowing that you do things your way. You're very powerful. I think you're a very powerful healer. I think you've got your shit going on. You just haven't had the right support network or those who have believed in you enough to get this going. But I would get it going if I were you. I'd get out of your head. They say get out of your head, get into heart and service. Absolutely. Look at that. Magical energies. That's the thing. Don't work so hard, Miranda. Get out there and play. Just remember everything's vibrational. Everything's emotional. When you try too hard, you force yourself into seeing the absence, the can'ts, all that sort of stuff. We don't want that for you. Something unexpected is going to come in and shift this for you, I think. But it's going to be, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and just literally say, and just get amongst it, because all the resources that you need are coming. Spirit just wanted to say to you, Miranda, that they understand that you've been filled with illusion. There have been people, places, things, even things that you've created for yourself through your mindset, that it's just been an illusion, and that's why things haven't worked out. But that's okay. I've got a feeling there's some I think you're stepping out of this illusion energy, eh? I really do. That's part of this toxic energy. You got to go your own way. They're singing, go your own way. You can go your own way. You need to go your own way, darling. You really do. And if you do, look at that. The night is a very slow moving energy. The money is abundance. The pentacles, it's coming in. It's been slow going. It's been slow moving. You may need a mentor. You may need to find ways yourself. And I don't know what your position is, but you may need some extra support just to help you strengthen that belief in yourself so you can move forward and step out of that comfort zone. It's the comfort zone that's causing the resistance, because Spirit are trying to give you all the shit, people, places, things, thoughts, everything that you need. But the resistance is the fact of what's happening in your mindset. I'm working too hard. I'm doing that. You know, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Things take time, but it's going to catch up. Knight of Pentacles, no ifs, no buts. It's going to catch up for you, Miranda. Here's all your look at that, full circle. This is the world card to me, but in abundance, in prosperity, in joy, in love, and all that sort of stuff. You are a light worker. You are a light worker. You are meant to be of service right now. And I think why you're beating yourself up is because the ego is trying to release itself through this devil energy, and you're just not being a real willing participant right now. So there's the contrast that's happening within yourself. You know you are good enough. But unfortunately, you have been filled with illusions in the past, and you're scared that's going to happen again. But we are reassuring you right now that if you take that time and step up in your power and go, feel the fear and fuck it, do it anyway. When I first started off doing this, I would never get on camera. I would never do anything like this. But I somewhat stayed anonymous. So I was doing blogs, vlogs. I did my own private group on Facebook. I was known by Lakota's Tarot about 20 years ago. And I've still got some friends who follow me from then. And I just started building my confidence by offering my service privately. They didn't have a photo of me. They didn't know anything. But the more I gave and the more appreciation that I got from people, and they were validating it, saying, yep, that was true, and all that sort of stuff, I built my confidence. And I really, really, really feel, babe, for you that that's something that you need to do. You need to step out of your comfort zone, say fuck it, feel the fear, do it anyway, and then you will start receiving all of this wonderful joy and abundance. All right, my loves, I best go. Please know that I love you all. I will be back doing many other different things. I appreciate your patience. I'm sorry if I've basically yelled down the microphone to you, but I love it. I love what's coming up for us. We are going through a rebirth. Be very kind, gentle to yourself. Stick your nose out of everyone else's affairs. Put them back into your own. Stay in your own lane. Do what you can with what you have and ask for more. And honestly, show the world the real you. Show the world the real you. What are you going to lose? What are you going to lose? All right, my loves, I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.